Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there was a prince who wanted to marry a true princess. He traveled all over the world to find one, but he could never be sure that they were real princesses. There was always something about them that didn't seem quite right. One stormy night, the kingdom was besieged by a terrible thunderstorm. As the rain poured and the wind howled, there was a knock at the palace door. The old king himself went to open it, and there stood a young woman. She was drenched from head to toe, with water streaming down her clothes and hair. She claimed to be a princess seeking shelter for the night. The queen, who was a wise and cautious woman, decided to test the young woman's claim. She invited her in and gave her warm, dry clothes and food. Then, the queen prepared a special bed for her. She went into the guest room, took all the bedding off the bed, and placed a single pea on the bed frame. She then laid 20 mattresses on top of the pea and 20 feather beds on top of the mattresses. The young woman was to sleep there for the night. The next morning, the queen asked the young woman how she had slept. "Oh, terribly," said the princess. "I hardly closed my eyes all night. Heaven only knows what was in the bed, but I was lying on something hard, and I am bruised all over. It was horrible." The queen and the prince were delighted. Only a true princess would have the sensitivity to feel a pea through 20 mattresses and 20 feather beds. The prince joyfully took her hand, for he knew she was a real princess, and they were married soon after. The pea was put on display in the royal museum, where it could still be seen, unless someone had taken it. This was a real story, and so, the prince and the true princess lived happily ever after. This enchanting tale highlights the traits of sensitivity and delicacy as marks of true royalty, ending with a happily ever after for the prince and his true princess.